In the years leading up to the First World War, Europe was a powder keg of rising nationalism and imperial ambitions. Flincit. On June 28, 1914, in the streets of Sarajevo, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary. On July 28, 1914, Austria-Hungary, enraged by the assassination of Archduke, within days of Austria-Hungary's declaration of war on Serbia, Europe erupted into a chain of mobilizations.
On August 4, 1914, Germany violated Belgium's neutrality, advancing through its borders to reach France.
In the spring of 1918, Germany launched its final attempt to break the deadlock on the Western Front. In the summer of 1918, the Allies, bolstered by fresh American troops, launched a series of counteroffensives.
In the summer of 1918, the Allies, bolstered by fresh American troops, launched a series of counteroffensives that reversed the tide of the war.
In the summer of 1918, the Allies, bolstered by fresh American troops, launched a series of counteroffensives. By the fall of 1918, the Central Powers were on the verge of collapse. German forces were in retreat. In the aftermath of World War I, Europe lay in ruins. The war had reshaped economies.
On June 28, 1919, the Treaty of Versailles was signed, officially ending World War I. In 1920, the League of Nations was founded as part of the Treaty of Versailles, aiming to prevent future conflicts and ensure lasting peace. World War I witnessed the introduction of groundbreaking technologies that changed the face of warfare.
In 1915, Germany declared unrestricted submarine warfare, targeting any ship, including civilian vessels. In 1915, Italy, initially part of the Triple Alliance, decided to join the Allies after being promised territorial gains.
In 1917, the United States, after being drawn into the conflict by repelled provocations, declared war on Germany.
The Battle of the Somme, fought between July and November 1916, was one of the largest battles in World War I.
On November 11, 1918, at the 11th hour, the armistice was signed, bringing an end to 4 years of brutal conflict.
As the war raged on, the civilian populations of both the Allies and the Central Powers endured tremendous hardships. After the war ended, Europe faced the monumental task of recovery. Cities lay in ruins, economies were
The Treaty of Versailles, signed in June 1919, officially ended World War I but imposed harsh penalties on Germany.
World War I changed the world in ways that would echo for generations. It reshaped borders, toppled empires.
The League of Nations was established in 1920 with the hope of preventing future conflicts and fostering cooperation between nations.
As the 1930s progressed, the unresolved tensions from World War I and the failure of the League of Nations allowed aggression. On September 1, 1939, Germany launched its invasion of Poland, marking the beginning of World War II.
On September 1, 1939, Germany invaded Poland, triggering the start of World War II. In the spring of 1940, Nazi Germany unleashed its blitzkrieg tactics on France, quickly overwhelming the French defenses.
In the summer of 1940, Germany launched an intense aerial campaign against Britain, known as the Battle of Britain.
On June 22, 1941, Nazi Germany launched Operation Barbarossa, the largest military invasion in history.
The Siege of Leningrad, lasting from September 1941 to January 1944, was one of the most harrowing events of World War II.
On the morning of December 7, 1941, Japan launched a surprise attack on the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. On June 6, 1944, the Allied forces launched Operation Overlord, the largest amphibious assault in history. The Battle of Stalingrad, fought between August 1942 and February 1943, became one of the bloodiest battles in history. After the success of D-Day, the Allies launched the Italian campaign, beginning with the invasion of Sicily in July 1943. In December 1944, Hitler launched the Battle of the Bulge, a desperate counteroffensive aimed at splitting the Allied. In April 1945, as the Allies closed in from the west and the Soviets advanced from the east, Berlin was under siege.
In August 1945, After the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan's resolve to continue.
With the end of World War II, Europe lay in ruins, and the world faced the daunting task of rebuilding. After the Cold War, the world began to shift towards a more interconnected future. With the fall of communism as the 21st century unfolded, humanity faced a new set of challenges. The impact of climate change became increasingly evident.
In its century. The 21st century has been defined by a rapid technological revolution. The rise of the internet.
As we look to the future, humanity stands at a crossroads. Technological innovations offer hope for tackling some of the world's greatest challenges.
The rise of artificial intelligence and automation is transforming every aspect of life.
In the 21st century, the global political landscape has undergone significant change.
As the effects of climate change have become increasingly evident, environmental awareness has surged worldwide.
The future of humanity will be shaped by the technologies we create. Artificial intelligence.
The future of humanity will be shaped by the technologies we create.
The future of humanity is not yet written, but it is ours to shape. The path forward is one of cooperation.